instructions will follow.
XRP Future Millionaire, and don't think I wasn't going to come to my XLM and DGB audience. We have an emergency like that. I do like that opening like that, though, so I think we made a little addition to our opening, especially when we're in the bear market and when we're looking at the Fed hike rate, or rate hikes, and just the uncertainty with inflation, and yes. And the Fed coming to realize in Jerome Powell that it's not transitory, as Peter Schiff's been saying all along. So we just did XRP. So real quick, this is real quick, busy, but we'll do XLM, XTC, DGB. So in the same token as what we were talking about before, in the 30-minute time frame, XLM is looking very, very, very dangerous. We're below this 20-day in the 30-minute time frame. Actually, we might have popped over it now. Yeah, we popped over it just barely. And you can see where we're fighting with this. We made a bearish divergence. Now we're trying to come back through and try to kind of invalidate this short-term move, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen. It looks like this is going to come through. And we might try to retest up there, but that volume, even in the 5-minute, look how much that's going down right here. This is a terrible sign for XLM. Unlike last night when we said we still had a little bit of room left, it only got to 22.1, but it at least got up there. Now it's just, it's going to find its way coming down. And unfortunately, it even snuck one of these in here. You know, you could start to drop here pretty rapidly down to this next level and try to see what's going to happen at 205 rough. Actually, you know what? This is where we can put the 208 back in play. This 207. I like that a lot better. 204 was more for coming up because we had to get out of that area of resistance. But 207 is my true area because that actually goes back. So what we did was we moved it to this area for this move up so that we could tell if we were bullish over this, right? But now we have to go back to here where it started, and that's the true support resistance. So we move it up into that area. And now I stay up here. We can still bounce around this area. A fall below here, we'll probably do something like that. So that's why we do that with XLM. So that's what you need to pay attention there. To me, it doesn't look great. You take it out in the 4-hour. It definitely looks like we're rounding. So we're going to need to find some volume because I always tell you, is the sell volume greater than the buy volume on a push up? And on a push down, is the buy volume greater than the sell volume? In this case, on the push up, the immediate 4-hour candle following was stronger sell volume. That indicates the bears are still in control. Don't get fooled in this market because it's very easy to miss out on 4, 5, 6, 8%. And if you're not willing to hold and you don't have enough money to buy back in, well, that's when you get slaughtered. Just right now, DGB's down 7.22% in the last, 20 hours. In the last couple hours, you know, it's a nightmare. So, and DGB's starting to prove what I'm saying. It's starting this bearish divergence in the 30-minute. It already came through the 50. Next up's the 100 and then 200. If that happens, then we're going to make it work its way through. And we're so weird because of how it is in the 4-hour and 30 minutes. So, because we're trying to come up with the short-term moving averages over the 200-day and the 4-hour. That's why I'm showing this. And this is across the board. So we're trying to invalidate a move stronger by coming through in the 30-minute. We're trying to stop this move in its tracks. So we're in a critical spot here. We need some volume, but we can't find volume. Even when I look in the 30-minute with DGB, the buy volume back here after that little flash drop of 7.5, 8, actually about 9% on DGB at the lowest. The buy volume back has been atrocious, and we're already breaking down on the second 30. We need to get above that. So that's what we're looking at, guys. Don't get caught in the storm. But pay attention to the technical analysis. And if need be, if you need some extra help, $9.99 a month. Join Tom's Army. You get the Telegram. It's included. It's in the members exclusive area that you can only get if you join Tom's Army. I give you that Telegram for free. for supporting me on YouTube. Something that I could certainly charge a lot more for than free. But the reason I do it like that is it keeps the spam out, because the spammers aren't willing to pay money. They just want to take your money. Join the Telegram by joining Tom's Army. I'm only 9 members away from my ultimate goal of 200. I can't even believe it. And then we can make that push for the 250, because once you get to 250, then we can try to make some unreasonable push to 500, and then you double that, you're at 1,000. It's just like we're trying to do with XRP. You make these little pushes to get to the levels where if you somehow double up and then double up, you've now hit a miracle.